Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm still Jenny from the block. Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm still Jenny from the block. Don't be fooled by the rocks that I got. I'm still Jenny from the block. Used to have a little, now I have a lot. No matter where I go, I know where I came from. Don't be fooled by the rocks.
Hey y'all, welcome back to Ask Jen. I'm Jen, the host, and we are here on the Uprising Network. So, as y'all can see, I am not in the regular Ask Jen studio. We are on location, and if you know, you know, you already know where I'm at. So, on this episode, we're talking about beating the odds, building a business, and bossing up. This guest, when she drop a product, my Instagram is filled with order confirmations like the Nike sneakers app. As a self-proclaimed dinosaur in the influencing industry, she has turned her love for fashion and beauty into an accessory empire that has landed her in Forbes twice. Let's just say that M and her name stand for millions, okay? Double M, multiple millions, okay? As a longtime lover and supporter, I am so happy to have you here on my platform, Miss Glamaholic herself, Mia Ray.
I love you, Jen.
I love you too. I'm so happy that you decided to sit down here with me. I haven't seen you have a sit down interview in quite some time. Yes. You've never had a store before, and us doing it in your store, like that. I feel like that means something. So are you going to drink with me or no?
Oh, period.
Okay.
Yes. That's my favorite.
This your favorite. Look at me.
Can I keep this?
Of course.
I collect.
You put them in your thingy. You got one of them?
Yes, I collect them.
All the girls
for like monumental moments.
All the girls be keeping their wine corks and their champagne corks, and I'm like, let me catch up.
I do.
Yeah, I love you. I be telling everybody, like, I don't be trying to be like a person who be like, I've been here since day one, but I really been here since day one. I always knew. I always knew. The other girls caught on late, but I always knew.
I think you did.
Okay. The intro is done, the bottles is popped, but you know this is my show, so I make the rules, even though we in your store. But I got a game for you, because everybody come on Ask Jen and play games. That's just the rule.
Yes.
So, this game is called Personality Playlist. So, anybody who follow you know you love music, you go to concerts, you be singing in the car, you do your car concert. So what I'm going to do is ask you to build a playlist based on some different moods that I've seen you call yourself on your Instagram, on your story.
Ooh, okay.
So what you're going to do is give a song or a few songs based on the personality that I give you, okay?
Okay. I like this.
You ready?
I like this.
The first one, Ray Z. You know you get in your Jay-Z mood, you get to rapping and pointing your fingers. So we got Ray Z. What songs would you feel like fit your Ray Z personality that you would put on a playlist?
I like that. Number one, Allure.
Okay.
Number two, Heart of the City.
Oh, that's a good one.
This is so fun, but I can't think.
You weren't expecting that.
I wasn't expecting this.
And if you only got two, it's fine.
I did it my way.
Oh, I did it my. Oh, that's a good one. The Jay-Z songs you picked is giving 40-year-old man. It wasn't these is not young lady songs. You wasn't coming Rock Boys or Show Me What You Got. You said Heart of the City. I said, okay, girl. So the next one I got is your Meezy or Mises mood.
Oh, okay.
So yo fuck everybody.
Meezy is, oh my Lord. Can't tell me nothing.
Oh, period. Because they can't. They can't.
I just used to listen to that every day, like, wait till I get my money, right?
And what you do?
Like, I go crazy. That's the top of the top for that one for me.
Okay, so what, in this one we got Double M Mia Ray.
Oh, Money Makin Mia Ray.
Money Making, based off the Rick Ross BMF, blowing money fast. What you got?
Ooh, wee. I gotta think, Jen. It's so many, especially when I get.
It's so many.
I gotta listen to March Madness. I gotta listen to Trap or Die.
Okay, period.
I gotta listen to Rick Ross, Rich Off Cocaine.
Not the bags, is the coke. Moving keys, honey. Okay, period. You are old school lover, Mama Mia. What Mama Mia like to listen to? First of all, when we came in here, it was nothing but Anita Baker
playing. They know.
A vibe.
They know. So of course, I'm Anita Baker's like #1 fan. I'm so like old school. I go back to like the dramatics type. My cleanup playlist is crazy.
I know that house. Dramatics, that house is spotless.
That's when I gotta like scrub. Y'all know how y'all follow me. Y'all be on my hands and knees scrubbing my hardwood floors. I'm so old school. Especially the Isley Brothers.
Oh, okay. The Isley Brothers is good ones.
That's the top of my playlist.
Okay, and this the last. No, this not the last one. Mia.
I got a lot of personality.
You got a lot of personality time. You be in your gospel bag. Mia after Mary. What we got?
Oh my God, you so crazy.
Hey.
I actually worshiped all the way to work this morning.
I know that's right.
You made a way. Something about the name Jesus. This is what I was playing this morning when I was getting in my bag on my way to work. Sometimes I just got to jump in my bag. I know that's right. Real quick. And maintain. Help me maintain.
Help me maintain is a good one. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the last one for sure. Okay. You are a Detroit girl to your core. Like, you you walked in here in the fire, first of all. You was a D girl down. What Detroit song make you feel the bossiest?
Probably Boss Up and Get This Money.
Okay, that's it.
Cheddar Boy, anything. I'm street
good as you should be. Yeah, that was a good day.
I ain't gonna hold you. Anything cash doll.
Anything cash doll.
Anything cash doll.
Taste.
Yeah, period.
I need to put this on a playlist for everybody to listen to. You got some good music options.
Thank you, Jen.
So I'm just gonna start with the questions about the business because that's what everybody want to know.
I know.
You build Glamaholic Lifestyle on a foundation of helping women feel comfortable about themselves, their situation, and their circumstances, no matter where they are. You was an influencer before influencing was actually a thing. But I think you passed the influencer. I would call you an impactor. Like, what you have done with your influence has superseded anything I've ever seen anybody else do in this industry.
Can't stop.
What started as a blog that made you no money turned you into the host of a bunch of niche products that are around us that made you a millionaire. Okay? So, like, the difference between you being a blogger and not really having nothing, and then we on Woodward in the building with all your stuff in it, okay?
I know. Crazy, ain't it?
Did you always, like, see everything that you have going on now? Did you always see that for the brand?
I did.
Even when you was in Dora Explorer?
I miss her. Every time I ride past the 1994 Ford Explorer, I'd be like, I was there. I think I wanted it. You get what I'm saying? But thinking that I would actually have it is two different things, you know? So it's like the fact of me wanting it and keeping that going in my spirit, and that's what kept me going for all these years when I was making no money. It's like, it got to pay off.
I'm not doing nothing else.
I'm not doing this for nothing. You get what I'm saying? I'm not going back, no disrespect to a job, but I know me. I'm not going back to no job. You know, I'm not college educated. What could I get? Just like a basic 9 to 5, you know, and that's not what I wanted for my life. Nothing at all wrong with it, but that's not what I wanted for my life. So just the fact that feeling and just dreaming, like, one day they're going to know my name. You talk about getting laughed at. You talk about being called fake Louis Vuitton and all these different names, and I'm still like, can I cuss on here?
Can you cuss on here? Have you met me? Hell yeah, you can cuss on here.
Fuck y'all.
Fuck y'all for real. Fuck, because I know.
For real. It was really like that.
I was carrying that bag when that pink satin lining was falling out.
It was ripping.
I didn't care.
Day one.
My Glamaholic bag was getting carried.
Yes. Period.
So, like, was there ever a point where you was like, I can't do this shit no more? Like,
absolutely. All the time. You talk about Jen. I had no car, no money. Like, my friends always were, like, always in school and had great jobs. I'm the only one sitting at home trying to figure some shit out. You get what I'm saying? So it was like, should I get a job? But it's like, doing what? Like,
doing what?
You mean to tell me I put in all this work? Every day I was digging for years, and I look back and be like, oh, fuck it, I quit. Like, I couldn't, Jen.
Oh, I love this. It's so inspiring. Because I be quitting. I be quitting. I quit at so many things. So to hear that you was like, I want to quit all the time. You still got all of this. Oh, it's so inspiring.
Always say, anytime I got that feeling, I will take a nap, wake up, and get back to work.
I love this. Building this business, what was your, like, greatest loss or big loss that you ever took?
Oh, that's a good question. Just not knowing. I could not go to somebody and ask them how to do this, you know. So I always say I never really bit off more than what I could chew. So when it comes to like, oh, I paid $10,000 for something and it didn't, I'm just not starting to spend money. Let me make that very clear. I was forced out of my living room when I couldn't fit any more boxes.
You said I'm gonna make do with what I got until it don't work no more.
What a sound. What Mariah Carey say? I'm gonna use what I got.
I'm gonna do the best with what I got.
That was me. I was doing the best with what I had. So I never really I can't say that I had like this big number of money that I ever lost, or I can say that I was not prepared for this boom.
Okay. That makes sense.
What I'm saying? So I may have lost out on a lot of money in that fashion of not being prepared.
Like, I have a drop, everything sold out, I don't got no more, I could have made more money. But what a great loss to have, if you don't mind me saying that.
I'm just saying, Jen, I'm being honest. Like, I've dropped the ball on not having enough, you know. But the way it was built, now I have the way that everything is structured is basically like you can shop on Glamaholic Lifestyle every day now. It's something for you. I can't even count how many products I have now. But when it's big drops, sometimes I'll be like, I was not expecting for 20,000 people to be on my site at 3:01.
It's so funny because like you had just posted, I told you like, you know, you was going back down memory lane on Instagram and you was posting that you had like 217 orders or something like that. And you was like, I couldn't
breathe.
You could not breathe.
279 orders.
And now you be posting, it be 2,000 orders in the first hour. That's crazy.
Yeah. I had 7,000 orders in 15 minutes last month. So it's times like that when I'm like, oh, I wasn't ready. Like,
the M in that Mia stand for million, honey. As a fashion influencer, which is what you started as, where people are usually using a influencer platform to encourage people to spend, you use yours a little different. You preach a lot about financial security. You talk about credit. You got your famous lose $50 a month video, and you even give your customers time to like save for your items. Absolutely. As a person who grew up in Detroit with little financial literacy and started Glamaholic Lifestyle in the recession. Yes. How does it feel to be on Forbes twice and projected to make $25 million in a pandemic?
Oh, geez.
Because everybody like, oh, it ain't no money, it's a pandemic, it's a recession. And I'm like, Mia's selling out every time she dropped. And you started your business in a recession. So I did. There's so many like themes of lack or not having or thinking something is too hard in this conversation. So it's just like, how does it feel to be featured in the most famous financial magazine like in the world?
Like, these people know my name. It's still crazy to me that anybody could Google Mia Ray and it's in the same sentence as Forbes. You know, I am from Dexter and Collinwood. When I started this, you know, I didn't know anything about business. I went to Cass Tech, best high school in the city.
Period.
I had to put that out there. So I did get like business background, but that was the furthest that my education went as far as business. So to be amongst people who are, and I know people like to say that millionaire word, but it's just like, I can't believe that I'm in this space. I'm in this room. I'm in this conversation amongst people who are doing this for years. Education and
came from
money and, you know, things like that. And it's like when I'm in these spaces now, and they're like, what do you do? They're like, how did she get here? You know,
don't worry about it, sweetheart.
That's like the number one question in first class. Like when they trying to like start conversation, it's kind of like, or if I'm at like a 5-star hotel at the pool, what do you do? And I'm always like, oh,
I think that's so funny that you just mentioned that you are frequently in first class in that 5-star hotel. Thank you so much for letting me know.
I ain't saying nothing else.
Oh, you saying so much more. That's the thing. Okay, speaking of Detroit, you talked about Cass Tech. We are in this amazing pop-up space right on Woodward, the most legendary street in all of Detroit. Yes. I know people have been asking you about opening a retail space for a very long time. Yes. And you always said no.
No.
So what made you do a pop-up for the holiday?
I cannot wait until Saturday. It's a lot. It's a lot to run a store. But I really I knew that my Black Friday campaign with the Comb Sisters was going to be big, you know, and I wanted people to be able to come and shop it. The luggage pop-up was so successful and so nice. I wanted to do it again, but I wanted to see what that looked like during the holiday season. You know, I set a goal. We hit the goal. Woo-hoo. I set a goal, and I wanted to see if it could happen over the holiday season. I think the city really enjoyed having the store where they can actually come in and shop. I enjoyed it. My staff enjoyed it. People flew in to come and shop. I love that. But I just wanted to see what that looked like. And it's still
You said that's it. You said I just want to see what I could do.
Yeah.
And you did it.
I did it.
Love
That's
it. So this didn't motivate you to change your mind about a retail space at all?
No. I have like ideas that I think would be nice, but not an actual like storefront.
You're not coming storefront?
No.
All right. Sorry, y'all. I tried.
Sorry.
So this is year 13 of your business journey. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You took off year 10. So congratulations about that, because like I said, I'm a quitter. I would have gave up, but not you. You're stuck with it, and look at what you got. You started this business with none of the things that current business owners have. No vendor list, no viral videos, no e-courses. What has this journey taught you about longevity and perseverance?
It has taught me that consistency is key.
Period. I
can like scroll back to my Instagram, and I was like, wow, I was really talking to myself. I really only had 3 likes. And I was like, so? My second post on Instagram was a Same Girl, Different Hair t-shirt. So I came on Instagram
to promote your business.
Absolutely. I said, what is this? Oh, just pictures? Oh, it's not like a whole bunch of words and stories like Facebook. I was like, or Twitter where it's just words. I was like, oh.
I know what to do with this.
I was like, oh, it's on. So just like thinking that, like you said, I am a dinosaur. I feel like I was around before all of this, and just to make it happen, I know I was consistent. I may have slowed down, but I never stopped. And I think that says a lot for just my drive.
Oh, yeah,
and
for sure.
I always say I was crazy. Like, literally, I am like the queen of like this, because it's like people laughed at me, talked about me. I mean, you can't even imagine. And I was just like, anybody want this bag? Like, I don't care what they talk about. You like this bag? Come get it.
What's funny? You used to always talk about the movie Joy. So I had finally watched it. When I watched it, it reminded me so much of you. I'm like, Mia said, I got this product and I'm going to make everybody buy it. And now they are. Yeah. If you have not seen Joy before, if you are a woman in business, please watch that movie. You gonna cry.
Yes.
Because I cry. And also that movie is about Mia Ray, basically. Basically, I kid you not. Everybody thought she was crazy selling that mop.
Yeah, they did.
Okay. So when I mention you, or when I see people mention you online, they always say like, this my homegirl, me and my homegirl in my head. Aside from Tabitha Brown, I don't know anyone who like feels closely connected with a business owner and a product like I've seen with you. Yeah. Especially like as a Detroiter, where we got the reputation for like not being the friendliest. Yeah. And you got customers from like all over the world.
And here we all celebrities.
We all the celebrities. You can't, my girl bust down, marnied up. Like, come on, we all the celebrities.
Oh my God. Jeez.
How does it feel to know that there are thousands of women worldwide who are rallying around you and your products and want you to be successful?
That's crazy. I mean, it's not really, let me not say that's crazy. Because from Confessions of a Glamaholic, like we click like this. I remember like, when I first started, I remember going to Fairlane, and this girl walked up to me in Forever 21 and was like, I read your blog. And I was like, she know who I am? Like, she recognized me? I was like thrown off. Because like you said, from Detroit, we all celebrities.
Somebody coming up to you and saying,
we're not very friendly.
I know you from the internet.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's different. But now it's just like, you talking about thousands. It's really crazy. It's mind-blowing. And it goes to show that like Black women can't love on each other. You know, we have this stigma of we hate each other. I can't stand her. I don't like her. It goes to show I want to be the example that
oh my gosh,
Black women are nice and they do love each other and love on each other and support each other.
Mia, you have brought up the Glamaholic Lifestyle blog. Let me tell you something. That Confessions of a Glamaholic changed my life. Like, during the blog era, I was like a very much concrete loop media takeout girl. Like, that's where I would get my that's where I would get my like information from. And then I don't even know how I came across your blog, and I did, and I was like, what you mean this girl from Detroit? What you mean she shopping at Forever 21? I mean, what you mean she found the outfits that celebrities are wearing and telling me how to buy it? $40. Mia, I kid you not, you are the first person I ever seen shop on ASOS. I have been shopping on ASOS to this day. I buy everything off of ASOS, and it's because of you. So, like, we talking about the blog, I'm going to take it back, okay? Yes. Often you mention that you are like a influencer. You are an OG influencer. You are a self-proclaimed dinosaur. I know. Roxy wore your shirt on 106 in Park at its peak. Like, 106 in Park was like popping at this time. Yeah. How did that even happen?
And it was the day that Justin Bieber was on there.
Yes. It was a very big deal.
It was a big deal for my shirt to be sitting next to Justin Bieber on 106 in Park.
Crazy.
Blair, who was actually my brand manager now, she was living in New York at the time, and she was like, send me that shirt. And she's like, I'm going to just put it on a couple people. And she just called me one day, like, yeah, your shirt going to be on 106 in Park this Friday, send me the website and the blog. I'm like, what? And I'm sitting at home in my mama's house, upstairs in my bedroom, like, huh? And then the episode aired. I just remember going crazy, crying, screaming up and down. Like, I pressed that T-shirt in my bedroom. I bought a
and it's on national TV.
I pressed it in my bedroom and sent it to New York. Like, here you go. And it was sitting next to Justin Bieber on a day that it was like a crazy day. I couldn't believe it.
If you don't mind me asking, like, did people buy it because seeing it on 106 in Park?
I think it just became even more. I think in certain instances, like certain opportunities, like solidify who you are. Like, oh, if it's on 106 in Park, now I want to buy it. But it was plenty other girls buying it way before it was on.
Okay, period. Because I feel like I did. I probably had one, but I'd be wondering because, like I said, this was pre-influencing where people wasn't tagging where they got stuff from, or people wasn't getting paid to wear certain clothing. I
just remember putting that picture of her wearing it on my Facebook, and everybody just going crazy and being so happy and excited for me because they had purchased it, you know, but you on TV, Mia? I'm like, I know, I can't believe it either.
Man, talk about building community. Facebook will do it.
Yes.
Okay, we still talking about influencer and influencing, and I feel like this is a good topic for you. Okay. So there is currently a little controversy online about influencers seeming unrelatable because they don't really show like they down moments. One even mentioned that not everybody is miserable behind closed doors. And if you have to think that to make yourself feel better, it's not healthy. So as a woman who showed us pushing a shopping cart down the street to ship orders and taking the bus to the post office and now moving into a 20,000 square foot warehouse, and you just bought your mama a car. You showed us that too.
I see it.
As an OG influencer, what do you think caused the shift from social media as like a highlight reel and people not really showing their down moments?
I just feel like being an influencer to some people is a job that they punch in and they punch out. For me, it was just who I was and what I bought and what I wore. You know, it just came super natural. So when you have to like strategically like lay out, this is what I'm going to talk about Wednesday, this is what I'm going to talk about Thursday, a lot of that content is planned for most influencers. So if I'm planning this, how natural do you expect it to be?
Fair. So you said the money fucked the game up. It's okay. Do you think it's harder to remain authentic online now?
I can only speak for myself, and it's not hard for me to remain authentic. It's hard for me to be transparent now because, and I just talked about this on Instagram a few days ago, like, although Instagram has...
You say Instagram used to be fun. I remember that.
It used to be fun, you know, and we came on here, we laughed, we joked. We weren't canceling people if they didn't agree with us. So it's like, and also I was being transparent just because it's so many other women I feel could relate to whatever it was I was going through or experiencing. But then when people start to Googling your address and Googling information about it, it's scary, or calling your kids dumb or fat or stupid. then and these are adults.
Ugh, it's disgusting.
These are adults.
It's disgusting.
Like, that always blow my mind. Like, what do y'all teach y'all kids? Are y'all kids just like you?
Duh. And can't pass the whatever grade they in.
So when it start being scary, like I said, one time they called my son's school and said that I posted the teacher on Instagram. Like, when it starts to become scary like that, where you will Google the teacher's name just to find out what school my son go to.
Absolutely.
That's
insane.
when it was like, I was like, scared.
I cannot believe people are this crazy.
That's crazy. You know, so for me, I'm still my authentic self, but I just have like a privacy threshold that we just don't cross anymore.
And it just makes sense. It's more eyes on you. Like, you need to keep more information discreet about you. I feel like that's a fair decision. Absolutely. So how do you stay grounded and relatable? Like, what are some things that you do that you just mentioned, that transparency threshold? What are some things you do to keep that up? I
can share without sharing, if that makes sense. You know, so I'll post something, people know what it is, without actually like going in depth and doing a story time. I used to do story time all the time.
You did.
You know, but when my words, or when I'm in a space where I'm not comfortable, I'm like, I'll leave. You know, I don't know if that's a Sagittarius in me or that's just my personality. I'll be like, you know what? I'm going to leave. You can stay. But I feel like I share enough with my followers that they don't even, or they respect me enough to not pry, if that makes sense.
I love that, especially like online. Establishing boundaries gets so hard, but your audience love you and respect you enough to know, like, whatever Mia is showing us, I know that she, did her best to show us we not messing this up. I remember when you used to tell us, like, don't screenshot my lives or I won't show y'all nothing else. You seen one screenshot and I swear you didn't show us no new drops for like 2 different drops. You know, when that teacher used to be like, one bad apple can spoil the bunch. You strict, you a principal.
Because I really want girl, you was crazy. Because I really enjoy my community. I really like talking to my homegirls.
You said I want to share with you.
I want to share. I want to talk. You can look at my DMs. I talk back and forth all day long, as much as I can. It's a lot different now because I'm so busy. But I want to have that relationship because that's where I started.
What's a social media trend that you see people doing or have done that you would never do? I was going to say dance on TikTok, but when I seen you do the single ladies, I said, oh, Mia do anything to sell these items, honey.
Y'all better come and get these topics. Oh, a trend that I would never do. One that, like, bothers me the most. Well, let me not say bothers me because that's none of my business. Just one that I would never do. Like to prop the phone up and then act like I'm getting out the bed and get my day started. Do
you know I am the biggest fake wake up routine hater on earth? I am a proud fake wake up routine hater. I think people who do that are absolute maniacs. Like you gotta be crazy. You have to be crazy to fake wake up. And I know it's fake. Like, I know you didn't wake up with this camera prop.
That goes back to me saying that this is a job now. So
you gotta be crazy.
It's a job.
And people be going along with it.
Yeah,
and then I'm like, you saw somebody fake set up a camera to get up out the bed, and you seen somebody do that, be like, oh, I gotta go do that too. Everybody is losing their fucking minds. I hate the it's documented. I've said this several times. I hate it so much.
I hate it. Like, I don't like it. Wow. I don't like that for us.
Look at us on the same page.
Only because it's just not authentic.
It's just extremely fake. And I know stuff online be fake. Like, but that's how fake you. I'm scared of you.
It's giving sitcom. Like,
we is watching the Parkers. Yeah.
We watching Family Matters.
We watching Family Matters. An actress.
Yes.
So this
they
about me.
Hate me for that.
So. They hate you for making $1 million. They can hate you for telling them that you don't like them getting up out the bed. They'll live.
Oh, gee.
So I've been a Glamaholic for a long time. Because I have. Okay. I know your main audience has been millennial women, but recently you shot your recent campaign with the Combs sisters. They are more like Gen Z.
Yes.
And you introducing the Gen Zers to the Glamaholic lifestyle. Yes. Welcome, welcome, gang, gang, right?
Come on in.
Why was trending younger important to you?
Definitely because, like you said, I market and majority of my followers are millennials. But you got to understand, like, that's their mom. So you got to be like, okay, well, let me introduce it to their children as well. I don't want to say, like, from a money aspect, but from a business aspect, that's pretty smart. Mm-hmm. Because once I get your kids involved, it's like it's a no-brainer that whatever you have, they're going to want, or the Glamaholic is now going to be on their Christmas list, you know, things like that, and it's going to go down generation by generation. So when I introduced it to, well, I'll say this, that campaign was a remake of Clueless.
Yeah.
I am an auntie. You know, I am 38 years old. I can't play Cher or Dion. I am an auntie. You know, my son will be 21 in a few days.
Unbelievable.
So I can't come clueless. So I was like, they were like the perfect trio to like carry that out. But
who came up with the idea? Oh my gosh, you was just the best. So why do you think it's important, or what do you want people to know about crossing generational lines when selling or marketing a product? Do you have any tips?
I just feel like it's, like I said, a smart business move. You know, when you are able to cross over and know that, okay, I got their mamas in love, now I got to get them in love with it. So that means I'm lasting another couple years, you know, on top of what I was already doing. You know, so I just definitely feel like when it comes to social media and everything that's going on now, and everybody's TikToking, it really is like, I don't want to say cross-marketing, because look at how many parents you see doing TikTok dances with their kids, you know? So when it comes to like bridging that gap and bringing everybody together, I feel like I have something to offer for every age group.
I do.
I have, you know, grandmothers that carry their flat bags, and then I have toddlers that have a mini backpack, you know? So I feel like I really offer something that every generation could relate to or would want to purchase.
You're so brilliant. I had to say this, like, speaking of marketing, I've always considered you like a marketing genius, like ahead of the curve. My favorite thing that you've ever done was that Same Girl Different Hair ad, when you stuck your head through that pink piece of paper with all of those different wigs. That is my most favorite thing that you ever done, because it was so simple, it was so creative. Like you mentioned before, you always did the best you could with what you had. You was in your mama attic sticking your head
in my dining room.
In your dining room.
I had moved out of my mama's house by Same Girl Different Hair. We came money by then. So I was in my own dining room, just my apartment though. But I literally cut a hole, stuck my head through it, and had them switch my wig. I said I was going to recreate that this year.
Please do it again.
We literally just talked about that, how we going to recreate that.
It was such a good ad.
Because it has been 10 years for Same Girl Different Hair.
Oh my gosh, what a time has flown.
Yeah, in November it was 10 years.
I remember I had bought some 30-inch body wave bundles from you. I wore that hair for years. I'm like, people always about the Glamaholic lifestyle. I feel like people be sleeping on the Same Girl Different Hair.
I have such a huge announcement for Same Girl Different Hair this year, but
what you mean?
You heard it first here.
No, tell me the whole announcement. It's like, no, tell me right now. Okay. Oh wait, I'll be patient. So you're not a person who do a lot of interviews, so thank you for being here today, because you could have said no. Not a lot of panels, networking events. I'm sure you get asked like all the time.
Every day.
Every day. So I remember when I had my wig business, and I had first had Claire, and I was like, I had really bad postpartum anxiety. I was always in the house, and I had messaged you. I was like, how do I promote my business? And all I want to do is stay in the house. And you told me you don't got to go nowhere. That's what you told me. You said you don't have to. No. That was such a solid piece of advice, because I say no to stuff all the time because of that. I'd be like, I just want to be at home with my family. I don't have to network. I don't have to promote my business. I don't have to do nothing. I'm about to sit in the house, and y'all about to be on Instagram, and y'all going to see me anyway. Period. So how do you make sure you stay relevant without being seen?
I make sure I stay relevant because I'm not seen. So it's kind of like, you know.
What Mia doing?
Yeah. So it's, you have to think about, I ain't heard nothing from Beyonce in a minute. Next thing you know, here come Renaissance. You're like, oh, that's what you was working on? You
was Beyonce.
No.
Yes, you is. I mean, you really Beyonce the same way. You dip off, you come back with some heat. Because I ain't stopped playing Renaissance. If anybody dropped music since Renaissance came back, I ain't heard it.
Same.
I ain't heard it.
But just not being on the scene so much. Well, number one, that's just my personality. I'm a homebody. You get what I'm saying? I like to hang with my people, do what I do. But I'm not in every party or at every panel. Or that's just because I do have that feeling of like that boundary I spoke about. I don't have to say yes to everything. If it doesn't move me, I like to do things that move me. Like here we are today with Jen.
Y'all don't move her like me, honey.
Period. Y'all don't. But just actually given my presence where I feel like it's like profound and, you know. But I don't like leaving out the house.
You got a nice house. I wouldn't leave there either, honey. That house is nice. When you set that basement up, I said, "Oh, Mia's never leaving this house."
I have a salon, a gym, a bar. I never have to leave my house,
baby.
No,
you ready?
But quarantine taught me that. Quarantine taught me
you said no.
You
I
better
like
have
this.
everything you need in this house
because you can't go. You might not be able to go nowhere.
Lock us up again.
So on the same topic of like not being seen, a lot of people feel Detroit is overlooked and not their place for their business to thrive. A lot of people like, I'm from Detroit, my business not doing well. I need to like move elsewhere. You moved elsewhere and came back to Detroit.
Came right the fuck back.
Why?
Well, first of all, it's no place like home. Like, I love Detroit, like through and through. Like, I bleed Detroit. And it was something that I was like, okay, everybody is telling me. And I usually don't do what other people suggest that I do. Everybody know I don't like suggestions. Let me be. Leave me alone. But everybody like, you got this blog. You need to be in Atlanta. Okay, I'll try it. I was trying to open a salon that year, 2015. And I was like, if this salon fall through and this don't work, I was like, okay, I'll go to Atlanta. I went to Atlanta and I was like, get somebody else to do it. I was like, this is not for me. I always use the analogy of like, I enjoy being the big fish in a small pond. And people who say that Detroit won't work for them, like, how dare you speak that? I would never speak that a certain situation wouldn't work for me, especially not my city. That you get what I'm saying? My city gonna always work for me.
Okay, always. It's my home. What you mean it don't work?
It's my home. We pulled a report yesterday from shipping. I'm trying to do something. I had 57,000 Detroit addresses. I've shipped to 57,000 homes in Detroit. Michigan. Let me say Michigan. But I've shipped to 57,000. So I enjoy.
You said I enjoy
Detroit, okay? But Atlanta, it was too big. It was too busy. It was a lot going on. I felt like you had to wear makeup to go to the mall. Like, I was like, I'm not that girl. I don't think I belong here. Let me go back to where I could just wear my fur to the grocery store like this.
A fur and a baseball cap and little diamonds, you know.
Okay.
A little razzle dazzle. Did you feel any guilt or shame about moving back?
Fuck no.
Fuck everybody. I love the energy.
I really wanted to, I'm glad that I was that example for people to see that take your ass back home.
Take your ass back home.
I've had so many people, I'm in LA, I can't afford my rent. I'm in New York, I can't afford
Take your ass back
home. What should I do? Take your ass back home. Who the fuck gonna laugh at you? You worried about people laughing at you? What they got going on?
Period. What you got that you can't be laughed at?
What you got going on that I can't laugh at you too?
See?
Which I would never, because we all a little fucked up. But it's like, you're worried about being embarrassed, but I showed strength, and that's not where I was supposed to be. And now, 7 years later, y'all see that's not where I was supposed to be.
I remember when you did your pop-up when you came back. I was so happy to see you. Yes, I was so happy to see you.
To see me. That was so nice.
You already said being Detroit is just important to you. It's where you bleed. It's where you thrive.
Absolutely.
So you came back home and turned up. Turned the fuck up.
I did.
And during your come up, you took everybody with you. You talk a lot about how much you love your friends and your family, and it is reflected in your business practices. Your friend Chrissy is your HR director. Robin is your accountant. You just said Blair is your brand manager. Your baby daddy is your producer, your videographer. Shoot, even your nephew and Tana is on payroll.
Yes, and Munchie.
Oh, and Munchie. Okay, period. Okay, good old nepotism. Love that.
My mom and my sister work there too.
What? Not the whole team hired.
They get health insurance, 401k, all that.
All because of Miss Mia. Dang, I know you the favorite child.
I am not. No, my middle sister is her favorite.
Not you. No, for real. Like, no, it's not me.
No, it's not me.
Dang, your mama's strict then, baby. I ain't the favorite. I done hired everybody. What's the Frank from American Gangster? That's you. Okay, so when most people stray away from working with family and friends in business, you bringing everybody along.
Absolutely.
What was the intention behind that?
I love the fact that for 13 going into 14 years, my family was like, "No, Mia," you know, never once like, "Girl, what is you doing?" Or "What you ain't got no money, like get it together, go get a job." Nobody ever discouraged me from this dream. Not a one. So to be able to like give, don't you know how when people go to the NBA and then they have to take care of their family? My thing is I like to put my family in positions where they can take care of themselves. You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
I bought my sister a house, but now she has a great job where she can afford to, you know, do whatever she needs to do to her house. You know, well, it's completely remodeled.
Okay, period. She said, I ain't buy my girl no fixer-upper.
I remodeled it from head to toe. It's so nice. But now she can afford to live comfortable for the rest of her life.
Amazing.
You know, so my mom, she's been retired for 20 years. She was sitting at home doing nothing.
Come on now.
Not every day she come to work. She dressed up. She, you know. So for me, it was just like I want to pour. My best friend, for years, I call her HR director, and she's like, "Dog, I'm not an HR director." I'm like, okay, well, whatever it is you do. She was a top dog to me. You know, you spent years getting your master's and all of those things, but you will always feel like this ain't the job for you.
Wow. And now I get to work with my best friend.
For me to be able to give you the opportunity or what I feel like you deserve to have, and you can just thrive and do you. Because she the boss. Whatever. She the HR director. She got her master's in this shit. I don't know what the fuck. When the last time I had a job? We literally talked about it today. We worked on MLK Day. And today she was like, "Mia, most people don't work on MLK Day." I was like, "They don't?" I was like,
"That's why I got you."
I feel so bad that I made them work on MLK Day. I said, "When the last time I had a damn job? You should tell
It's Monday.
Me.
Everything's supposed to be open. Period.
I thought everything was open except for the banks and the post office. But just, I wanted her to feel that value of all those years you put into school and all these other companies. And here, come, do you.
I love that. So, I have another game. Okay. So, we just talked about all the different things about working with family and friends, homegirls in your head, working closely with people. I know you got a lot of homegirls in your head that you like. So, I brought pictures of a few of them. Aww. And just like I'm asking you questions, you gonna tell Ask Jen audience what you would ask these homegirls, okay?
Oh, this is so fun. I can't wait till you on TV. This is so fun.
Everything Mia say gonna happen. So she said I'm gonna be on TV. I'm gonna be on TV, okay? First one we got here. Joanna Gaines. What would you ask her?
Oh, can you come remodel my bathroom?
The bathroom specifically.
Yes, my bathroom. Oh. Yeah, that's it.
You said, "Girl, come do work for me." Next one, we got the GOAT, the legend.
Oh my Lord,
Miss Oprah Winfrey. What you gonna ask her?
Oprah. How do I get to the billion?
You said the M's not enough.
No, I didn't say that.
Yes, you can. How do you get to the building?
How do I get to the building?
I need the big B's. I need my own network. You remember you said you wanted your own home shopping network, and now you do your lives.
Yeah.
Everything you say gonna happen always happen. Kamora Lee, your role model, your biggest role model. You mention her every interview you've ever had. You mention her.
I do. Is that obsessed? Like, am I obsessed?
No.
Okay.
No.
Is that an obsession? What would I ask Kamora? Can we do a campaign together?
You said let's do some strategic partnership. I know that's right. And last but not least, Miss Martha Stewart. Big M.
Oh my God.
What you gonna ask Martha Stewart?
Martha. That's my girl too.
That's your girl.
I love, like, you know what I would ask her? How does she keep that balance of being discreet but still like being over the top?
Bro, let me tell you something about this lady Martha Stewart. I hadn't seen her on the internet without Snoop Dogg in quite some time. And the next time I saw her, she was making coffee naked. I said, "Miss Martha, what you doing on the internet naked making coffee?" I was like, Green Mountain, the check must have been hefty.
It was heavy, huh? You so crazy, Jen.
So I got some personal questions that I want to ask you, okay? And I'm just asking this because I want to know your business. It's
Period.
No
and that's
aim.
what I love. Let me say one thing about Jen. If she want to know something,
I'm going to ask.
she going to ask.
I'm going to ask.
She's going to
ask.
ask.
Jen.
And I
Jen
always,
ask.
don't I always answer?
You always tell me.
I
I be feeling like I'm like throwing a Hail Mary when I ask you stuff, but you always answer.
And I like that because she not like asking somebody else or being, no, she asks me.
Period.
I like that. Period.
When you done working all day, what do you go home and do?
Smoke.
Period.
That's my treat. I have to unwind. Like, it's a lot.
Running a multi-million-dollar business is not easy. I need to go home and smoke. Do you know what's crazy? I thought you wasn't going to tell everybody that, but you did.
I did.
What is the best date your man ever took you on?
Oh, we always.
Not it's so many.
It is. We take date night serious. The best date. Damn. We always go to good concerts. The Charlie Wilson concert. We had fun on that. That was so fun.
When y'all go do concerts, do y'all do like front row? Y'all do like suite?
I'm never coming sweet. I don't like sweet.
Me either. People be obsessed with sweets. I need to be in the crowd.
There. Yeah, just
a Charlie Wilson concert. You was a grown ass woman, Mia. Charlie Wilson concert.
Hey, he old as hell too.
You
so
grown as hell,
we
Mia.
Work.
Not he old too. Okay, I know that's right.
We work.
Okay, this is a good one.
Okay.
What is the craziest rumor you ever heard about yourself?
Damn. Ooh, it's been some crazy ones. The two most recent ones was that I'm opening a dispensary downtown Detroit.
Downtown? Damn, you baby like Dougie, you must have slid him a couple.
I went from here to there. That was crazy.
We about to turn this into a dispo? No? All right. That was a rumor. My bad. Okay.
Craziest rumor. Remember when I first went to Paris? The first time I went to Paris, I was in Paris with an NFL player.
Okay.
I was in Paris with my cousin. I don't even know any NFL players. Never met one before in my life. Not in your life. I've heard some crazy. The reason why I'm successful is because my mama got a lawsuit and she gave me the money to start my business. It's like crappy. Like what?
It's so You've told the story about how you started your business so many times.
They don't want to believe that.
Oh, that's fake. Oh, that was made up.
The recent is because my man.
Oh, your man
my
is
man. Yeah, he's
not because you've been working for 13 years. It's because your man.
It's because my man.
Fair. Yeah. Okay. You do a lot of Q&As on your Instagram, which is like fun. People love asking you questions. What is something that people ask you all the time that you wish they would just stop?
Oh, Lord. Why I let Santana call me Mia.
Okay. And you've explained that multiple times. So like that's
like, why do you care? I don't care what your child
call you. I never asked you what your baby call you.
Don't care.
Stop asking. Stop asking her that.
Or for a house tour. Like, I don't.
Oh, she's definitely not doing that.
I'm not coming house tour. It ain't really nothing to even see. Like,
it ain't nothing really. I just got a salon and a bar in the basement, but there's nothing to see. Okay, girl. Okay, girl.
Jeez,
whatever you say, Mia, it's nothing to see, y'all. Stop asking.
It's just a regular house.
It's just a regular house. So we talked about a lot of past and what you got going on. We're going to talk about the future today. Yes, take a sip. You see how I asked her personal business and she needed to take a drink immediately after. I done stressed this lady out, y'all. So you mentioned that you smoke. I feel like in 2023, there is still a lot of stigma and judgment on women, particularly mothers, who smoke weed.
Yes.
You are a very successful businesswoman as a smoker. What do you think women can contribute to the mainly male-dominated cannabis industry?
I love this question. Oh my God, I love this question. So I started a cannabis company, Girl Cannabis Club.
Oh, I love it. Got girl in it.
Yeah.
It's for me.
It's for you.
The girl and the cannabis. And I like the club too. I'm in that bitch.
Members only. So my thing was, it was such a negative stigma around it because it was illegal. Now it's such a great thing, right? All of a sudden, because it's legal, it's so great. And for me, I haven't been a smoke. You know, when you young, you a teenager, you smoke, you just smoking to get high. I smoke now because cannabis is my medicine. I have really bad anxiety. which is why I'm a homebody, which is why I stay to myself. And cannabis has now become my medicine. It is. I don't use it to get high. I use it to function. Literally today, I had a photo shoot. It's a lot going on. Do this, do that, do that. Oh,
I need to be high, honey.
My anxiety hit. I said, I'll be right back.
I'm going to step outside real quick.
I got to step outside right quick. I came right back in 5 minutes. And boom, we killed the shoot. So when it comes to that space, I thought, how many other women are like me who are business women, who are mothers, who are wives, and you need your medicine sometimes. And I didn't feel like we were represented in the cannabis industry. When you walk in a dispensary, it's all black and green and dark and scary. And it's like, I don't want to do nothing here. Or it's like hippie, or, you know, it's nothing that spoke to me. And I was like, I see a lane.
You like to feel a lane, honey?
I like to create and feel a lane, honey. So when it came to thinking about that, and not only, it's not, like I said, it's not about smoking to get high. It's literally medicine for me. And I really researched, and I really went down to the nitty gritty. Like, I'm talking about, I got charts, sativa, indica. I have charts. I have like research. I have results. And I'm like, okay, this is what women like me need in this arena. So maybe I do like to smoke, and I'm going to a Floods or somewhere, and they got to search my purse. Maybe I might not want the security guard to know I smoke. I want something cute and discreet in my purse that, you know.
Love it.
Yeah, so I'm going to have like some, I don't want to say too much.
Researching
my
weed.
merch going to be crazy.
Researching weed and researching handbags, very different. Like, how did you transition from like one to the, like, how was that?
Because it came natural to me, because that's the space that I was in. I was starting to figure out, like, I'm literally talking about, I'm going to the doctor. Like, I have to go to the doctor about my anxiety. And I'm not no pill popper. I don't like medicine. You know, so many people take anxiety medicine. They feel like a zombie. Mm-hmm. When all I had to do was just smoke a little joint, and like, it goes away, and I can still function. And not only just when you like research the different strands and what it does and how it works your body, like I said, I use it to function, not to get high. Mm-hmm. So everything that you smoke ain't gonna make you like down. Mm-hmm. And, you know what I'm saying? It's stuff that I take to get focused, to get creative, to think about the next drop. You know, it's certain things that people weren't educated on when it came to cannabis, or women. And I feel like I want to be that person.
We love you, Mia.
And it just came natural. I know handbags and weed is like two different arenas, but it's under the Mia Ray.
You said, I know what women like, period. I don't care what it is. You sell a man.
Well, I will. Real quick. Real bad. But the umbrella, the empire is Mia Ray. It's not Glamaholic Lifestyle. Period. I'm not just handbags. Dang. Jen, stop.
That's
I can't take it.
If I had the clue bombs, that's what I'd be dropping right now. Okay, period. Okay, so I watch all your interviews because I'm a super fan or whatever. Oh, I noticed you don't never forget a number. You knew the exact dollar amount you left with the boutique with when you started your business.
$348.
So you know what you paid for your first sample.
$100.
You know how much money was in your account when you took Munchie to DC.
About $232.
And you knew what your credit score was before you started taking money seriously.
It was about 543.
See? What's a number that is important to Glamaholic Lifestyle right now? And what does that number represent?
Damn, that's a good ass question.
I know that's right.
Damn,
that's why I got that. This Ask Jen, baby.
What the fuck? Oh, God. Damn. That's a good ass question. A number right now. I like that 57,000 Detroit addresses that I got today. I like that number. When I heard that, I was like, 57,000 people in Detroit bought something for me.
Crazy.
That was a nice number. I got a goal that I want to hit this year. I'm not gonna say it.
You don't have to say it, but that number is in your head, and the number represents that goal.
Yes.
When you reach it, can you just send me a little DM on Instagram like, Jen, I reached the number?
I promise I will.
Thank you.
I promise.
And I'm not gonna tell y'all. Okay. Thank you, Mia, so much for sitting down chatting with me. Before we go out, you done said so many inspiring things, told us all your business, let us know about your life. What we gonna call this is Motivational Minute with Mia. Cause you know, we come in alliteration. That's my thing with Ask Jen.
Okay, I love
Mia,
that.
there are hundreds of people subscribed to this YouTube channel. I'm going to list 3 topics.
Coming thousands.
Thousands.
Period.
It's coming.
Period.
It's coming. I gotta make my producer some money.
Soon.
I gotta make them some money. So I'm going to list 3 topics, okay? Can you give some words of encouragement to people who that might reach, okay?
Absolutely.
The first one, the young teen mom. What's the motivation or some inspiring words you can give her?
Ooh, I like this, Coach. Yeah, you got good. Dang, Oprah.
I'm glad you impressed with me, honey. I'm impressed with you.
I would tell her, I was about to say something silly. I ain't going to do that. I would definitely tell her to keep going. You are not damaged goods.
Period.
There's nothing wrong with you. It's a man out there that's going to love you and your baby to death and treat you good. Stay focused on your dreams. Stay passionate.
Oh, that's
and when
beautiful.
you need help, ask.
When you need help, ask. I feel like if you're not a teen mom, if you a teen not mom, if you an old mom like me,
if you need,
stay passionate.
Not like me. Yeah.
Stay passionate.
Yeah.
To the person who is launching a product and what they feel like is an oversaturated market.
Oh my God! I always say as a guest, you go to a corner, it's 4 gas stations on each corner. But like me, I'm only gonna go to a Mobile or a BP. I'm never coming to Sunoco. You know, so it's somebody out there for everybody. If you build it, they will come. A lot of times people talk to everybody.
That'd be the problem.
Talking to their person. You were my person. You know, I wasn't trying to talk to somebody that can't relate. So when it comes to that product, there is a market out there for you. Talk to them. Stop trying to talk to everybody.
Stop trying to talk to everybody. One thing that you always say in your interviews is you like, I'm not telling people to give up Louis Vuitton. I'm not telling people to give up Dior. I'm just telling them to include Glamaholic Lifestyle.
Yeah.
Just make sure I'm included.
Because I'm not giving up my Louis Vuitton and my Dior. So just I include Glamaholic. And a lot of times I feel like people think that it's about like a competition or, you know, and it's not. Just include me. I'm not saying I don't disregard anything that they do or that they've been around for a lot of time.
And you will be too.
Thank you, Gia.
And you will be too.
You know, so I never want anybody to exclude anything or talk down on another brand or compare me to another brand. Just include me.
Before we go to the last piece of motivation, I have a question. Mm-hmm. So you have mentioned on several occasions that if presented with the right opportunity, you would sell Glamaholic Lifestyle.
Bye.
What is something that has to stay the same if you was to sell it? Like if somebody was to buy it, hey, Mr. Investor, I know you want to buy my company, do whatever you want, but you got to keep doing this.
The price. Price.
Who? I love a fair queen. Thank you.
Yeah. The price point has to remain the same. You can start making dog bags and whatever else you want to make. Just make sure that price point stays the same.
I love that you say that because I know people have made comments to you like, can you make authentic leather bags? You say y'all can't afford them bags.
Oh,
or like, not really that, but it's not y'all can't afford them bags. But I'm like, the price gonna go up and y'all gonna be mad at me.
Yes, that's what will happen. So we gotta make that clear. You know they like to cancel people. I didn't say that. I said that they would be.
The price will go up and y'all would be mad.
You know, so if I'm used to making like the most expensive bag I have is a $250 bag, which is a genuine leather bag. And I wanted to make that for the people who enjoy genuine leather. If you don't, this may not be the brand for you.
That's okay.
I built this specific way for a specific reason for people to always be able to afford it.
Let me tell you something. When you had posted how to use Afterpay in your store, I was like, oh, Mia, a woman of the people. Because that's what I was coming straight up here. I walked in the store, I said, it said we don't take cash, but we take Afterpay. A woman after my own heart. I will put anything I'm paying for. I don't care if I'm at the dollar store. I'm paying 25 cents every 2 weeks. So thank you. Okay, for the last little motivational minute.
Yes.
To the person who is scared to take a risk on social media because they don't know what people will say or they're scared of looking silly.
Oh, my Lord. Oh, I hate social media. It's like a love-hate thing with social media because it's like it's the devil's playground. People bully people and make them feel less than. And I always say a lot of times, like, my followers relate to me because of who I am, not because of what I have, not because of what I drive or or any of that. And I feel like that's what's important. People get too focused on not having the right shoes, or I don't have this type of bag, which is why I created Glamaholic Lifestyle. You know, everybody can't afford a Chanel or a Louis Vuitton. But the thing about it is, you got to focus on you. Don't worry about what I said earlier. You got to say, fuck them.
Fuck them.
We all a little fucked up. So the fact that, how you going to talk about me? You fucked up.
You fucked up.
I'm fucked up. You can't say nothing about me. Don't worry about what they thinking about. You know, just focus on what it is that you want to present to the world. Because my thing is, I just be doing me.
And you sure doing, you do it well, honey. You be doing you. Very
and
well.
Doing me ain't perfect. I don't always have on makeup. My hair ain't always calm. I just do. I don't know how to do nothing else but just me. Like, I'm not the typical Instagram girl. I'm not, and I never set out to be. I just set out to be me. Some people like it. Some people hate it.
I personally love it.
Period. Me too.
Thank you so much, Mia, for joining me tonight. Cheers.
Cheers.
We had such a good time. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself.
Thank you, Jen.
This was such a lovely conversation. Thank you so much for tuning into Ask Jen. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, leave comments. Follow me on Instagram at Mia Ray. Yes. Follow Glamaholic Lifestyle. Buy all the products. And thank you so much for watching Ask Jen on the Uprising Network. Bye.